Use what God has given you. Brothers and sisters, I know there are some people who are watching me right now who think that they have nothing, who think that they cannot contribute anything to this world. But my brothers and sisters, the fact that you are still alive is an indication, is a clear sign that God has something in the inside of you and you still have work to do. Brothers and sisters, be accountable. There is a gift in you, young lady. There is a gift in you, young man, that God has placed in you. Some of you have not yet discovered the gift that is in the inside of you. You have to use it. Do not just sit down and wait for others. While others are doing things, you are sitting. Do not sit down. Keep working on that gift. Keep working on that skill. Scripture says that a man's gift will make room for him. It will bring him before great men. Brothers and sisters, some of you want to be in front of great men. Some of you are waiting on that contract. Some of you are waiting to have that approval for that house. Some of you are waiting for that job. But your gift is what is going to differentiate you between the rest, because you are different. Even colors are different. We have blue, we have red, we have yellow, we have black, we have white. They are different colors. So you are very unique from somebody else. I want to read to you a scripture that is from the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 14 to 30. I will repeat. Matthew, chapter 25, verse 14 to 30. And it's the parable of the talents. And it reads, "For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to the other 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went on a journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5 talents. And likewise he who had received 2 gained 2 more also. But he who had received 1 went and dug in the ground and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. He also who had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, you delivered to me 2 talents. Look, I have gained 2 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not yet scattered seed. And I was afraid, and went and hid your talent in the ground. Look, there, you have what is yours. But his Lord answered and said to him, You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown, and gather where I have not yet scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have received back my own with interest. So take the talent from him, and give it to him who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the unprofitable servant into the outer darkness. there was weeping and gnashing of teeth. Brothers and sisters, let this message be for you, that whatever God has given you, use it wisely. Don't go up trying to go into other people's business, because you still have work to do. Brothers and sisters, you are not here on planet Earth by coincidence. Remember the lazy and wicked and unfaithful servant. He was cast out. The scripture says that he was cast into the outer darkness, and there was weeping and gnashing of teeth. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. What a horrible experience for somebody to have. Weeping and gnashing of teeth. So my brothers and sisters, God has placed a gift in you. God has given you something in the inside of you. Do not allow the enemy to take what belongs to you. Brothers and sisters, use it wisely, because the Master, the King of Kings, is coming back very soon. Jesus is coming back very soon, and we have no time left. So while you hear this message, take it serious. Do not just say that Jesus has taken so long to come back. He is coming back very soon. Be accountable. I love what the scripture says. The scripture says, in verse 15, it says, and to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability, and he went on his journey. Remember that the scripture says that he gave each and every one talents. So brothers and sisters, I know some of you are born in a family of 3 or 5 or even 6. And you do realize that your sibling is more talented than you. It seems like your sibling is good at singing, he's good at sports, he's good at writing. He's very good. So my brothers and sisters, do not compare. What am I trying to say? Do not compare yourself to another person, because that other person may have been given more talents than you. Do what God has given you. Some of you, God has given you 2. Use those 2 well. Some of you, God has given you 1. Use that 1 well. Now the scripture says, each according to his own ability. It is according to your own ability, not somebody's ability. He did not give you a talent according to your brother's ability. It was your own ability. You are very unique. Brothers and sisters, this is surely a word for you, that you have a gift in you. And at the end of it, God will test whether you have been faithful, where you have been a good servant. So use what you are given very well. This is the end of this message. And listen, you can leave your comments in the comment section, and you can share this gospel with somebody else. For those that want to be a blessing to this ministry, you can do so by your giving. And my PayPal account is in the About section. You can find it right there, and God will surely bless you. Brothers and sisters, shalom.